I ran away at 12 with $1 and hate in my pocket. 50 years later, I came back with 12 million to demolish the place that broke me. But on door 3B, someone left a baby shoe hanging. Size 0. Mine. With a note. You promised to come back for it. I never told anyone that. Now the crane is running. The deadline is in 24 hours. And if I push the button, I destroy the only proof that I was ever loved. Will you stay with me until the end? Savannah, Georgia. Summer 2025. The air smells of rotten magnolias and hot asphalt. I am Henry Hank Whitaker, 69, a real estate mogul. I bought St. Mary's Home for Children for 12 million cash. Official reason, prime land, 3 acres in the historic center. Real reason, to erase the only place where I was ever Henry number 47. I arrived there in 1968, an orphan from Hurricane Camille. I left in 1972, climbing the fence with a nail in my hand and a heart ablaze. Since then, I've built skyscrapers in Atlanta, condominiums in Miami, but I've never slept a night without hearing the 5 a.m. bell of the cafeteria. Today, the building is a skeleton, broken windows, ivy choking the bricks, and a yellow crane parked out front like an executioner. Demolition is scheduled for tomorrow, 6 a.m. I came personally to sign the final release. In my pocket, a gold Mont Blanc pen and a 3x4 photo of myself at age 6, sunken eyes, dirty diaper, tag on my chest. Henry number 47, no visitors. I've kept it for 63 years. I planned to burn it with the building, but as I crossed the rusty gate, the silence hit me like a slap. The courtyard where I dug holes to escape still bears the mark of my knee. The dry fountain where I hid breadcrumbs. And on door 3B, the no-names dormitory, the baby shoe swings from the doorknob. Cracked leather, torn sole, faded ribbon. Mine. I recognized it before I touched it. Inside the little shoe, a note folded into quarters. Trembling, elderly handwriting. You said you'd come back when you were grown. I waited. Sister Clara. My knee gave out. I, who signed billion-dollar contracts without blinking, fell face first onto the concrete floor that I myself swept at age 10. Because if Clara is still breathing, maybe I haven't destroyed everything I've ever touched. Door 3B. I pushed it with my shoulder. The wood yielded with a groan I knew by heart. It smelled of mold, crayon, old urine. The no-names, boys' dormitory. 10 iron bunk beds. Mattresses gone, only rusted springs left. On the wall, pencil marks. Henry 47 to 4 feet 2, 1969. I made that mark when I was 7. I stepped on something that cracked. A brass key, rusty, tied with red string, hanging from the bottom bunk, On the string, a yellowed paper. For the day you come back grown. I kept your promise. See, I flipped the key in my palm. It opened Sister Clara's cabinet, where she kept stolen sweets, fever medicine, and the only book I read entirely, The Little Prince. I returned the book the day I ran away. But the key, I hid it in the baby shoe. A voice behind me. You grew up, Henry number 47. I turned around. Sister Clara, 88 years old. Faded gray habit, walnut cane. Eyes still blue like the Gulf in a storm. She was holding a Payless shoe box. I brought coffee. It's still unsweetened, just like you hated it. We sat on the floor, backs against the bunk bed. She opened the box. 47 of my drawings, kept in chronological order. A tape measure with my height marked year by year. A baby tooth wrapped in cotton. A letter from me, 1971. When I'm rich, I'll buy a plane to take everyone away. Signed, Henry number 47. Clara smiled toothlessly. You were the only one who promised to come back. The others forgot. I kept everything to prove that someone believed. I swallowed hard. I came to demolish Clara, not to remember. She took a key ring with 12 keys from her pocket. Each one opens a cabinet. Inside, stories of 47 children you never met. Demolition starts at 6 a.m. If you want to burn the past, burn everything. But read first. She stood up, leaning on her cane. I'll be back at 5:59 a.m. If the key is still in your hand, I'll know what you chose. Alone in the dormitory, I opened the first cabinet. Inside, a one-eyed teddy bear and a note from 1985. To Henry number 47, if you ever come back, I got adopted. Thank you for teaching me to read. Tommy number 12. Second cabinet, a drawing of a blue airplane. Third, a beaded bracelet with H47. I opened all of them. 47 stories. 47 pieces of me I threw away. At 11:47 p.m., I sat on the floor, surrounded by other people's memories. The key burned in my hand. I could hear the crane rumbling outside, and for the first time in 50 years, I didn't want to run away. 4:12 a.m. The orphanage sleeps, but I don't. The key opened the last cabinet, Sister Clara's. Inside, an empty cigar box, lined with a 1972 newspaper. At the bottom, a paper airplane folded in 47 exact creases. Wings painted sky blue, paperclip propeller. On the fuselage, my childhood handwriting. Flight 47 destination, home. I unfolded it. Inside, a hand-drawn map, the route of my escape. Kitchen, laundry room, back fence, bus station. Red arrows, X marking the spot where I jumped. In the corner. If I don't come back by 18, let someone fly for me. H47. A noise in the hallway. Light footsteps. A flashlight swung. Who's there? A girl. 11 years old. Orphanage pajamas, the same model, just new. Braided hair, wide brown eyes. She was holding a teddy bear identical to Tommy number 12's. Sister Clara said the rich man came to get the plane. I blinked. How do you know? She pointed to the ceiling. Every year on your birthday, she hangs a new plane. This year, she didn't hang one. She said you finally came. The girl, Lily number 89, sat down next to me. I draw planes too, but mine never takes off. Can you teach me? I picked up the 1972 airplane. I showed her how to balance the weight. She folded one out of newspaper. We launched them together in the dark. Mine flew 3 meters and crashed. Hers glided all the way to the window and got stuck in the ivy. Lily laughed. It chose to stay. I asked, "Are you afraid of the demolition?" She shook her head. Only if no one remembers us afterward. 5:03 a.m. Clara returned with a thermos. Coffee. Lily poured it into 3 chipped cups. St. Mary's rule. Coffee before a big decision. Clara opened a photo album. Page 1. Me at 6, holding the original plane. Page 47. Lily number 89, in the same pose. 2025. You started a tradition, Henry. 47 children learned to fly paper planes. None ever truly left the ground, but all of them believed they could. I looked at the crane outside. Headlights on. Driver waiting for my signal. Lily held my hand. If you tear it down, where will we hang the next plane? I closed the album. The key still in my palm. I could demolish. Or, I said, Clara, how many children are here today? 12, the last ones in the state. After this, we close for good. I took a deep breath. Then Flight 47 is going to take off, but not far away. Up. 5:29 a.m. The crane rumbles in the courtyard. I walk out of the dormitory holding Lily number 89's hand. Clara behind us with the album. The driver climbs down from the truck, cap in hand. Mr. Whitaker, paperwork. I hand him the demolition contract. 47 pages. My signature in blue. He holds out the pen. I take it, but instead of signing the last line, I tear the contract in half. Then in quarters. The Savannah wind carries the pieces like white confetti. The driver chokes. Sir, that's $12 million. I reply, then sue me, or help me save it. I call my lawyer in Atlanta. 5:32 a.m. Draft a new contract. St. Mary's becomes a non-profit foundation. I'm funding everything. Name, Flight 47. 5:47 a.m. Lily runs to the dry fountain. She picks up a rusty coin from the bottom. A wish. I close my eyes. That no hashtag ever has to run away again. 6 a.m. The scheduled demolition time. The crane shuts off. Instead of a wrecking ball, the operator climbs down with a coffee. I heard the building grew wings. Clara opens the gate. 12 children walk out in a line, striped pajamas, wide eyes. I crouch down. No one is leaving today. Today we stay. I show them the original paper airplane. This one flew 50 years, just to come back. Now it's the hangar for all of you. Lily shouts, "Who wants to learn how to fly?" Hands shoot up. 8:12 a.m. My private jet lands at the Savannah airport. Out steps my legal team, architects, and a moving truck. 12 new beds. 47 copies of The Little Prince. 1,000 sheets of sky blue copy paper. We work 14 hours straight. I personally hammer the first nail. A sign at the entrance. Flight 47, transition home. No one has a number here. Only a name. At 10 p.m., Clara serves porridge in the renovated kitchen. I eat at the same table as in 1969. Lily sits next to me. "Henry, are you going to live here?" I laugh. "Every weekend. And every day you need a pilot." Before bed, we hang the original airplane from the cafeteria ceiling. 47 new planes surround it, one for each child. Clara turns on the light. The shadows dance as if they were truly flying. I whisper to the ceiling, "Sorry for running away. I came back to stay." And for the first time in 50 years, the 5 a.m. bell doesn't ring to wake up orphans. It rings to announce family breakfast. Week 3. St. Mary's, now Flight 47, smells of fresh paint and oatmeal cookies. I turn Dormitory 3B into a classroom. Recycled wooden desks, a chalkboard with colored chalk, and in the corner, a flight simulator I brought from Atlanta. It cost 80 grand. Worth every penny when Lily number 89 manages to land the Boeing 747 in Savannah. Every Saturday is Henry's day. I arrive in a suit but change into a denim apron. Lesson 1. How to fold a paper airplane that never crashes. Lesson 2. How to sign your name without a number. Today, 9:17 a.m. 12 children sit in a circle. I open a leather suitcase. 47 embroidered badges. Pilot in training name. ____. A child's passport for each of them. Stamp on the cover. Destination, future. Lily raises her hand. "Henry, are we really going to fly?" I turn on the projector. Screen. A video of me from 1969. Me, age 7, running in the courtyard with the paper airplane. Then it cuts to today. Me, 69, running with Lily. Same plane. Same song. Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world. The children cheer. 10:30 a.m. Surprise visit. Tommy number 12, now 55. A commercial pilot for Delta. He steps out of the car in full uniform. I heard Sergeant Henry is recruiting a crew. Tommy says, "Your drawing of an airplane made me study aerodynamics. I owe 30 years of sky to you." He hands Lily a captain's badge. First officer of Flight 47. Noon. Community lunch. I cook gumbo from my adoptive mother's recipe, the one I never had. Clara chops onions, tears in her eyes, this time from joy. 1:42 p.m. The phone rings. Savannah City Hall. "Mr. Whitaker, permit denied. Historic zone prohibits renovations without a public hearing." Silence. I look at the children. Lily holds the badge. I say, "Then we're going to the hearing." Every pilot faces turbulence. 3 p.m. Municipal meeting room. Me, Clara. 12 children, Tommy. I open with the original paper airplane. This paper flew 50 years to prove that orphans have wings. Don't demolish dreams in Savannah. Vote 7-0 in favor. The mayor stamps. Living heritage. Back at Flight 47, 6 p.m. An impromptu party. Cake with sky blue frosting. I cut the first piece for Lily. She blows out the candle. I wish everyone had a Henry. Before bed, we hang 12 more airplanes from the ceiling. Each child writes their destination on the plane. Paris. Moon. Grandma's house. I write on mine. To stay. I kiss each of them on the forehead. Good night, crew. Tomorrow we take off at 8 a.m. And for the first time, the orphanage is no longer a place you run away from. It's the airport you depart from for life. Month 6. Flight 47 is national news. CNN, Fox, even the Today Show knocked on the door. I refuse the spotlight. I prefer the noise of 24 children. We doubled the crew. Savannah donated the adjacent land. We built an annex hangar with new beds, a flying library, and a cherry tomato garden. Today, 7:07 a.m., the hangar is packed. I wear the uniform Tommy No. 12 had custom-made. Captain Henry, flying since 1969. On my chest, a badge with my name, no number. Lily No. 89, now 12, climbs onto a stool. Official announcement, Captain. I turn on the makeshift microphone. An umbrella stand crew, prepare for takeoff. Destination, always forward. 8 a.m. First real flight. Tommy brings the Delta Cessna 172. Me, Lily, and 5 other children taxi onto the improvised runway, the old courtyard. We take off over the Savannah River. Lily is at the controls, my hands on top. She shouts, "Look, Henry, we're bigger than the orphanage." From above, I see St. Mary's, the sky blue roof, 47 paper airplanes painted like a mosaic. Clara in the courtyard, waving a white handkerchief. I press the radio. Sister, mission accomplished. The past is on the ground. 9:30 a.m. Perfect landing. Local photographers. I climb down with Lily on my shoulders. A reporter asks, "Mr. Whitaker, why save a building?" I show the original airplane, now framed, because this piece of paper taught me that wings don't need an engine. They need someone who believes. 10:15 a.m. Surprise. A yellow school bus pulls up. Stepping out. 37 former St. Mary's orphans, ages 50 to 70, each with a paper airplane in their hand. They form a line. First, Sarah No. 03, now a grandmother. "You taught me to read. I brought my grandson to learn to fly." One by one, they hand over airplanes. I weep openly. 12 p.m. Giant communal lunch in the cafeteria. Tables pushed together form a landing strip. Clara cuts an airplane-shaped cake. A single candle, 47. We sing Happy Reunion, a parody of Happy Birthday. 2 p.m. Official signing. I transfer $47 million to the Perpetual Foundation. Condition. Every year, 47 scholarships. Name. Wings without numbers. Lily climbs onto a chair. "Henry, are you leaving?" I kneel. Never again. My address is now Hangar 47. 4 p.m. Sunset. All 61 of us, me, Clara, 24 children, 37 former orphans, sit on the roof. We launch 47 paper airplanes all at once. The river wind carries them over Savannah. One lands in Clara's lap. She reads, "Destination, come back anytime." I hug Lily. "Ready for the next takeoff?" She replies, "Only if you're the co-pilot." And just like that, the orphanage I ran away from became the sky where I live. Day 364. 5:47 a.m. The Savannah sky is still black ink. I wake up with chest pain. Not nostalgia, real pain. My portable monitor, a gift from Dr. Patel in Vermont, beeps 39 beats. I know, the engine is failing. Lily No. 89 rushes in, wearing aviator pajamas. "Henry, the big plane is here." I smile weakly. "Show me the way, co-pilot." In the courtyard, a Boeing 737-800 painted sky blue. Delta sponsorship. On the fuselage. Flight 47, always forward. Crew. Tommy No. 12 as commander. 12 former orphans as flight attendants. 24 children as honorary passengers. I put on the captain's uniform. My buttons tremble. Clara pins on my medal. For the boy who came back. 6:12 a.m. I climb the stairs with assistance. In the cockpit, Tommy hands me the controls. "Last flight, Captain. You choose the destination." I press the microphone. "Crew, prepare yourselves. Today there is no destination on the flight plan. Only heart." 6:30 a.m. Takeoff. Savannah disappears below. I see St. Mary's like a toy. The 47 paper airplanes, painted on the roof, gleam with the rising sun. 7:03 a.m. Altitude 30,000 feet. I open the box Clara kept for 50 years. Inside, the original baby shoe. I hang it on the dashboard to remember where we came from. Lily enters the cockpit, rule broken, heart commanding. Henry, you're pale. I hold her hand. It's time to pass the command, co-pilot. 7:19 a.m. I turn on the intercom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Henry speaking. 50 years ago, I ran away from an orphanage. Today, I am returning to it, from the sky. If you are crying, wipe your tears. Down there are 47 children waiting for stories. And I only have one more to tell. I hand the controls to Tommy. I leave the cockpit. I walk down the aisle. Each former orphan hands me a paper airplane. I put them in my uniform pocket. 0 weight. Full heart. 7:31 a.m. I sit in the last row. Clara beside me, holding my hand. The monitor beeps slower. I whisper, Clara, did I keep my promise? She kisses my forehead. You brought the whole world back. 7:37 a.m. The plane flies over Savannah. I see the river, the square, the orphanage. Tommy makes a low pass, illegal, perfect. Children in the courtyard wave giant airplanes. 7:39 a.m. I close my eyes. The baby shoe swings on the dashboard, Lily tells me later. The original paper airplane falls from my pocket. It floats down the aisle. It lands on the lap of a child I never met. 7:40 a.m. Monitor flat line. But no one presses the panic button, because on the intercom, Lily announces, Captain Henry has landed peacefully. Final destination, home. The plane turns around. It lands at 8:02 a.m. Doors open. Clara descends with the baby's shoe in her hand. I do not descend, but my uniform does, folded, with 47 airplanes inside. Tommy carries the urn, ashes mixed with blue paper confetti. In the courtyard, 200 people. Lily climbs onto a stool. Henry asked, scatter them in the wind. He wants to fly forever. They open the urn. Ashes and paper dance in the Savannah sky. They form a giant airplane. It disappears on the horizon. No one cries. Everyone applauds. Because Henry number 47 finally took off and will never land again. Day 365. 5:47 a.m. The Savannah sky is still black paint. I wake up with chest pain. Not nostalgia, real pain. My portable monitor, a gift from Dr. Patel in Vermont, beeps 39 beats. I know, the engine is failing. Day 365. 1 year after my final takeoff. Savannah wakes up smelling of magnolia and coffee. Flight 47 now has 47 permanent children, 47 former orphans as mentors, and 4,700 paper airplanes hanging from the ceiling. One for every donation received. Lily number 89, now 13, is the junior captain. She wakes up at 5:47 a.m., the time of my last heartbeat, and rings the cafeteria bell. New rule. Every day starts with a wish on a plane. Today, 7:07 a.m. The hangar is packed. Clara, 89, cuts a 737-shaped cake. A single candle, one, she blows it out. For Henry to keep flying. Tommy number 12 announces, Flight 47 Airlines is launching a monthly route. First destination, Atlanta. Goal, to take 12 children to see the skyscrapers the captain built. 9:12 a.m. Courtyard. A bronze statue, me, age 12, holding the original airplane. Plaque. Henry Whitaker, never had a number. Now has the entire sky. Lily climbs onto the statue. She opens a box. Inside, 47 new passports. Each child receives theirs. Stamp, validity, forever. 10 a.m. Official opening of the Paper Museum. Room 3B is preserved exactly as it was in 1972. Visitors touch the height mark on the wall. They pay with a paper airplane. It joins the collection. 12 p.m. Community lunch. Tables joined together form a giant 47. Clara serves gumbo. Lily serves ginger ale, my recipe. Everyone toasts with blue paper cups. 2 p.m. National video call. 47 orphanages across the country connected. Lily speaks. Henry taught us. Every end is a hangar in disguise. If you have a number, tear it up. If you have a dream, fold the wings. 3:30 p.m. Collective launch. 4,700 paper airplanes fly from the roof. River winds carry them to the sea. Satellites register. Clouds form an airplane over Georgia. 4:47 p.m. Sunset. Clara and Lily sit by the fountain, now full of water. Lily asks, "Do you think Henry sees?" Clara points to the sky. "I asked the sky." 5 p.m. Lily hangs a new airplane from the ceiling. On it she writes, "Destination, come back anytime." And so, the boy who ran away with $1 became the captain who never strays from his course. The orphanage that was supposed to turn to dust became a perpetual runway. And every day, someone somewhere folds a paper plane and feels like they are not alone. Because Henry number 47 proved, the past is not a place to demolish. It's an airport to start over. Now the microphone is yours. Fold your plane, write your destination, and fly. The sky is open, numberless, endless. Did you feel the wind beneath your wings? Then do this right now. Fold a paper airplane. Write down a name you need to forgive or be forgiven by. Throw it out the window or keep it in your pocket. Subscribe to the channel, red button. Hit the bell icon for the next takeoff. Comment, "My destination is write your wish." Let's fill 2026 with blue airplanes. Henry is watching. Make him smile. See you on the next flight, co-pilot. Flight 47 team.